Good evening, one and all, and welcome to another edition of Living World of Darkness, Rage Across New York. Our scene starts with Callie uttering some words at Travis's door that, out of character, I don't remember.
I do, but that's okay.
And she uses the key to simply open the door, and she walks in, taking a breath before she fully steps through the threshold, trying to calm her nerve. And she steps in and knocks on the door as she steps through and closes it behind her. Leah?
Is currently in the kitchen.
Oh, this is familiar.
I know, right? But if you're walking into the living room.
Mhm.
The kitchen is attached to it. It's like one big room type thing. You know, it's a kitchen area with a little dining area, and then right in the living area. You're coming into the living area, so it's all the way to the back of that where Leah is standing. But she's gonna look up, because she's not expecting anybody at this time. So she just kind of jumps at the sound of the door opening because nobody warned her that there was gonna be a key involved.
Callie just kind of looks, and she's kind of holding the key in one hand and looks sort of like, okay.
She just stares. She's just staring at Callie like, oh.
Do you
okay,
want to take a picture? It'll last you longer.
No, I'm pretty sure I know exactly what you look like. I will see it till the day I die.
She'll set the key down on the table, and she'll just kind of walk halfway towards Leah, and she just kind of motions over, come here.
There is the scent of, you can smell, baking apples coming from the oven. There's not a ton of stuff around, but you can see there's, you can tell there's a lot of things half done around. There are books out on the table. There's some pots around that are, half filled with dirt, like she did it and was lost attention, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The TV's kind of babbling in the background. She's not even paying attention to it.
Okay.
And she's wearing a big pair of sweats and a gigantic t-shirt.
Right.
Way oversized shit. She just kind of, thank you for coming. And she will leave the kitchen at this point. I'll go up to Callie.
Just hug her sister, even though Callie smells of fish.
Leah will wrinkle her nose but not say anything just yet.
Seems like Callie's almost purposely rubbing, her hands and rubbing herself up against Leah.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Trying to distract you from anything that might be upsetting you, so now you smell like fish. And I'm the one that did it. And now you can be angry at me.
I'm not angry at you.
She'll place both hands on either side of Leah's cheeks and just bump her forehead to Leah. You doing okay?
Trying.
Relatively, anyway.
Yeah, I'm trying to be. You'll notice that she seems even a little distracted, which you might actually write off to just the situation. But she does look she seems rather distracted.
Callie will walk into the kitchen and wash her hands at least.
Nice of you.
And she'll crouch down, open the oven, look at what's inside.
At this point, it's actually an apple cobbler. She decided it was too much work to do an actual pie, so she made a cobbler. And it's probably about halfway done. But it started to smell good anyway. She's just, yeah. Come on, let's go sit in the living room.
Mm-hmm. Callie will take her backpack off and set it down.
So what's something to drink?
No, I'm pretty good. Don't need anything right now.
Okay. And then we'll sit down. And yeah, like on one end of the couch, basically. I think there's like a couch and a couple of chairs. It's actually a pretty big sort of living space. The apartment itself is actually pretty nice, as I've been told.
Callie looks at the couch and wonders if Scotchgard has been put down before she sits down.
You can wonder any damn thing you want. If you don't say it out loud, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I roll empathy to get Scotchgard from you.
I don't even know how you could get empathy from just a look.
I have no idea. Wonder if there's something wrong with that couch. Yeah.
We'll kind of kick her shoes off and just put them right up in Leah's lap.
Her shoes?
No, her feet.
She just stares down at her feet, like, really?
I've been working all day, damn it.
Yeah, well, I was off today, Labor Day.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't. And your big sister could really desperately use a foot rub.
Just kind of sputters a minute, just kind of looks at her like, I don't know. I'm sure you could.
Mm-hmm.
I don't touch feet that aren't clean.
I'll have you know my feet smell amazing.
Like fish.
No. And her feet actually do smell like mint because she keeps sprigs of mint in her shoes.
Doesn't change the fact that she was still wearing these. They're still sweaty. I'm sure she's wearing shoes all day. And it's hot out there. Right. Today's been just really messed up.
I can imagine.
I mean, I'm going to be okay, but...
Yeah, I know you are.
What did he tell you? Did he tell you enough?
Enough.
Did he tell you that I'm enchanted?
No, he didn't tell me that.
Yeah. I didn't go looking for it. That woman did it.
Mm-hmm.
So if I look kind of like I'm twitchy or looking at weird shit, that's why. As she kind of looks down at her feet, actually. And sort of leans down to kind of... Looks like she's almost like she's petting a dog, actually.
Callie will pull a pillow and stack them up so she can rest her head and still look at Leah.
She's stroking the air in front of you. The only company I've had today is this golden retriever spirit.
Not a bad spirit to have around. Really
No.
dopey, though.
His name is Meat Lord.
His name is what?
Meat Lord.
Who named him that?
In character, out of character. In character, he named himself. Out of character, Robert.
Oh, Robert.
Just look at I think he named himself, actually.
Hell, he is a dog.
Sometimes he talks in my head.
Does it make it better?
No, I like him being around. Wish I could see him all the time. He says he's been around a lot. I just couldn't see him. I should have mentioned that there were probably a dog and there's a dog and a cat that live here as well. I forget their names, but there's a dog and a cat that Travis has.
Callie just kind of cringes at the word cat. Because, canonically speaking, Callie hates cats. And they hate her.
Okay, fair enough. Well, then the cat's probably not going to come in here anyway. If that's
Dog
how it
probably
works.
either she's got Mark of the Predator.
Then they can stand over. It's fine with me. No, did he tell you that she took me into the dreaming?
Nope.
Okay, what was in the dream?
Doesn't really matter.
Does to me.
No, I know it matters to you, but to me, it's all part of the same crime. And it's going to be dealt with, one way or the other.
I think I did pretty good since I'm not that great of a fighter.
You're Krykos. Of course you did well.
Did the best I could anyway. I tried not to get yanked, but
You're here.
and she still took me.
And you're here.
The ward makes me feel safe here.
I wish you would come back to the Sept.
I can't. It's not that I don't want to. I just can't.
Yeah, I know, you've told me.
We're working on it. I was coming back from working on that when this happened last night.
There's a big part of me that would tell you just to forget this other person that might be in danger. And just come back to the Sept where you'll be safe. But at the same time, I know you, I know
I
me.
can't live in the Sept. I have a job in school.
Just until all this blows over.
You know the shit's gonna keep coming, right?
I wouldn't worry about this other one. There's one thing Travis and I agree on. One thing we're willing to work out our differences for, at least temporarily, to deal with.
I wasn't trying to be like that. I just wasn't trying to force you guys to make up anything.
I know. That's why I'm not angry at you about that. I'm a little annoyed that, you just didn't call me and tell me, but at the same time, she just kind of shrugs. It is what it is. I'm here. You're safe.
You could only tell the story so many times before you just don't want to think about it anymore.
Callie is going to stand up and she'll just sit by Leah and sort of pull her close so she can have Leah's head on her shoulder, and she's just going to use the same arm that's under her. Just going to stroke the side of her head.
Leah will just let out a big breath and just kind of, Callie.
Between me and Travis, says the word was distasteful. I'd say that you're pretty safe here.
I know I am. It's not while I'm in the house that I'm worried. I mean, bad things happen, and it's not like it's the first time I've had weirdos like following me or attacking. Even there's all those gangbangers and that fucking Rokea.
Callie's just gonna look at Leah like, how the hell does she know that word?
Because people told it to her.
I know. Callie barely knows that word.
I just bought Garu Lore 2. Aren't you excited for me?
Yay!
I know, right?
Callie will just sort of sit there, and she'll sit there as quiet, just quietly not saying anything.
Well, it was a big shark thing, and they told me that. Yeah, it was nasty.
She'll just nod.
It didn't bother me as much as this. This feels like some sort of personal attack. I mean, that could have just been bad luck, practically. We happened to run into those at the wrong time.
I have a question for you.
Yeah, what's that?
Some of our sisters taught me a rite that can potentially help you forget. Take this pain away if you want it to be gone.
Does it mess up my memories? Because I'm not going to remember most of today. And I don't want more and more memories fucked with.
Sort of takes the memories of abuse from the victim.
She beat me to the point that I went unconscious. But I was in that cage. I was naked, but I don't feel like anything else happened, at least. And if so, I guess I'll never know.
I know, like I said. I can offer you the right. It's up to you whether you want to accept it.
Does it just ease things, or does it actually affect memories?
Sisters described it to me as a way to help people on the road to recovery.
I think I'll recover anyway.
This is just to help it along. It's mostly for victims of abuse, but all things considered.
There are elements, aren't there?
No, it's just healing, right?
In some ways I'd like to not remember this stuff, but no, I'm okay. I'll be okay. Thank you, though.
Kelly will just sort of shrug. All right.
It just, I don't know how it was like over there. And you don't even have school to go to. Not today. Tomorrow, yeah.
Are you gonna go?
I don't know yet. Gonna see what I think. I might skip tomorrow. Call off work. Take another day.
You think that's gonna be good for you?
I don't know. That's why I'm still deciding.
Here, looks like you're going particularly batty over here, so
Yeah, but I'm safe here. At least I feel safe. If not, I mean, nothing's ever perfectly safe, you know, but I'm
it's
just
up to
grateful
you.
there aren't voices in my head right now. I mean, as long as I don't have that, I'll be okay.
It's up to you, Calliope. I'm just here for you.
She'll look up at Callie, and there's actually a little bit of a smile on her face, just a little one.
Kelly's
Thank
gonna
you.
kind of pull her almost into her lap. Considering that they're about the same size, it's a little
Yeah.
bit awkward, but Callie will sort of hold her like she used to when she did have about a foot or two on Leah.
So a year made a difference back then?
Callie shot up like a weed, I think, while they were kids. When she hit 7, she shot up pretty high, and then stopped growing altogether.
That very well could be the case. At 5'2". Um, yeah, I haven't got much of anything done, so yeah. I didn't even need to work on my plants. I just kind of did it anyway.
I bought you some coloring books.
Why?
I don't know. They're not. I had the kinfolk pick me up adult coloring books.
Oh
The
god, are they
first.
porn?
No, no. Okay. All right. So the first set were that. And I was like, that's not what I meant. And I had to clarify coloring books for adults.
I don't know. It might have been funny to color in everything the wrong color in pornographic coloring books.
I may or may not still have those. I just wasn't planning on actually giving them to you.
That is just so weird. Okay. Was it a Fianakin?
No, no, one of our Furies. So
Well, you know, whatever make someone happy, I guess.
like I said, I thought you might want something. You're fairly inclined in realms of arts that I'm not necessarily inclined in, so I thought, why not? It's a somewhat asinine gesture, but I know you like things to be a little asinine every now and then.
No, I think it's sweet. I wasn't expecting it. It's the point of the gesture. Because I things have been so weird between us that I wasn't even really sure of what you were gonna say or do.
Look, I might be annoyed with you, but you're still my sister. For fuck's sakes.
No, I know that. I just meant I know you don't want to talk to me. I just couldn't make myself do it any other way.
When did I ever say I didn't want to talk to you? I just said
To
it's not
him.
easy.
To him.
Oh. Yeah, still
Not
don't.
to me.
Still don't, but it is what it is, I guess.
Does it even matter to you that he actually does love me? Or is that something you're waiting to see proof of?
More than you might think.
Because it kind of feels like you're punishing me because I want to be happy.
How am I punishing you?
By withholding my sister from me.
You gotta see how well she hides this.
And this is where I roll empathy, I'm
Yeah.
guessing.
Yeah.
I forgot how bad your subterfuge is.
Yeah. That's her manipulation subterfuge dice pool.
You know, I want to know this, so let's spend my third willpower point of the day. And I matched, which doesn't mean I won.
No, I'm defending, so
It's okay, that makes 2 out of 3 I actually wasted.
Kelly hides it very well that when
Not
well
very well,
enough
just
at least.
barely, yeah.
She manages to keep herself from swallowing hard enough and tensing to the point where Liam might notice. Any other time, Leo probably would have gotten that down pat, but considering she's probably fairly distracted, she won't notice that definitely. Kelly definitely has something to say about that, but she's not gonna.
Okay. Well, either way, I don't notice it, so.
Yeah. So just kind of very gently, kind of just continue to rub Leah's back.
He's probably starting to relax a little bit. But
I'll be here until Travis gets back, so you're not going to be alone tonight.
no. Well, I mean, I knew he'd be here. The only time I get to see him is at night. Was yeah, it was a little much. I'm just gonna see if the dreaming's like that. I'm cool if I never go back again.
Could have told you could have saved yourself a lot of headache if you had just never gone in the first place. And she'll very playfully jab Leah at that. Try to make it obvious that she's not actually chastising. Well, she is kind of chastising, but she's doing it in a very playful manner, sort of like reiterating something that's already been said between them, but trying to.
Are you talking about the enchantment part?
Yeah.
Actually, the fact that I did it the first time is what told me what was happening the second. It's not the enchantment part that bothers me. It's the fact that I didn't get a choice. And it didn't happen the normal way. Like, I don't even know how she did it. I don't know. Because there was none of that, where they give you something or throw something at you type thing. There was none of that. It was different. It just happened. I wasn't given anything.
It's being dealt with, Leah. You don't have to worry about this other person, the snake lady.
It's more that I want to understand what happened. I mean, I know other changelings. Maybe I can ask one of them.
Wouldn't worry about it.
I'm not going to do it today, but I probably will ask at some point. She looks kind of stubborn, probably, as she or sounds a little stubborn as she says that. They're not all like her.
No, I know. I have friends among them.
Oh, I'm not so sure I'd say friends per se, but I'm friendly. I keep running into them at bars.
Yeah, I don't go out to bars anymore because of that.
Hmm. They don't do anything to me necessarily. The worst thing that any of the other ones did was like, I don't know, did some kind of thing where he found out was secret, and then he acted super smug about it for every single damn time I saw him. That's not I mean that's intrusive, but it's not like technically it was with permission. He asked if he could, and I just didn't believe him that he was going to do anything because I didn't know what he was. I can't say much about that, some of that stuff, because, like, I mean, I play in dreams.
It's gonna be okay. And Callie sounds very assured of that.
How's that going to happen?
Things happen sometimes.
I mean,
Sometimes
I know.
things that aren't in our control.
I'm lucky it wasn't worse.
I think we both are. We both experience things now where we've been through acts of violation. Come out the other side.
That's true. Never thought about it like that. What a sucky way to bond.
That's why I learned that, right? After being through it, if anybody else had been through it, I wanted to be able to help them. And I'm glad that it's not just for Hirano. If you really wanted me to, I could fix this. More
I
importantly, I
think
can fix others too.
that's right. I think a person is a collection of their experiences and how they react to them and how they grow. I'd rather just learn to accept it. Not that it be not accept it being right or anything, but find my strength. I'd rather do it that way.
It's more of a symbolic right, to be fair.
Symbolic how.
It doesn't take it doesn't take away the memories, but it soothes the scars that are left from it. It makes it easier to move forward and not fall backwards into a vicious cycle. It's up to you. But I don't want to sit by and watch you suffer like this.
You're not sitting by. You're here with me.
I am. But I can do more. And it's not going to rob you of
If
anything.
I'm okay. Or I will be. Haven't even had a drink today. I'll be okay.
You know, this should be the part where I tell you to shut up and let your sister help you, but I know you. I know what kind of a hardhead you are.
Might be the only part of me that Mom liked much. She kind of smiles when she says that. Just a little bit.
Mom liked a lot of things about you. She may have never said it, but she did. She did talk about you a lot while we were on our way over to Greece that last time.
Oh, what was that? All the nights I snuck out that she probably knew, but or at least Grandma knew. I'm not sure if she knew.
You'd be surprised how often she knew the kind of things that we were getting into. She might have had spirits watching over us, I don't know.
If I had kids, I probably would too. And I hope that someday I do. But not when I'm 18.
My
And I
plans
shall
were not
need.
to have any until I hit like 24. That was the earliest I wanted to start having kids.
I just want to finish. So another. Depends on how long it takes in the end, but 5 or 6 years.
Don't suppose I could convince you to wear a chastity belt until then.
She just gives her this look like, yeah, right.
Callie's sort of chuckling to herself at that one.
A little late for that.
Yeah, I know.
I had a bit more of a normal, at least somewhat childhood than you, I guess. While you were off training, I was hanging out with all the, well, kids at school.
Yeah, no. It's not to say that I didn't do some things. Just never really got to do everything.
This is one of those really, really weird conversations, isn't it?
Yeah, but kind of par for the course, really.
Well, I'm sure you're not shocked to hear that Alan was not my first.
What? Your virtue was not intact?
No, that only happened on the eldest child of the family.
Yeah. Yeah. Looking back, I kind of wish that May had been my first now, but
I, I'm glad she wasn't. As
I
much as as much as I wanted you to be happy, it still doesn't really click with me entirely. It would have, for me, it would have been like kind of tolerating, kind of the way you are right now. And not because I don't like her, because I honestly didn't know her very well. It's just because of, I'm just telling you the truth. I maybe eventually my mind would have changed. I don't know.
feel like I would have been happy with her. At least until things got overly complicated, and then who knows?
Complicated is where the problems come in.
Yeah, no. It's
If
kind of how
that's what.
things. It's how things went with, you know.
Hmm. You don't need to say he who must not be named.
I like to think I made good rebounds. There's been a couple of Fury Kin here and there now. A little less hung up about it.
You
And
know,
no,
hmm?
and no, not sharing their names with you.
You don't have to share anything with me unless it's important to you, and clearly it wasn't important to you, or you would have already. I can fully respect, like, it's not it's not the people you want to be with. It's more that it's your choice to do things the way your way.
I said I
So,
don't want to be with them. It's just this casual thing's working out pretty well. It's getting me what I need. And they seem to enjoy it pretty well too.
I'm not judging. Not even a little bit.
It's been a blessing from Gaia recently. Helps keep my mind off things.
I don't know. Maybe it's actually a good thing that you're versed with someone you actually like, at least cared about at the time. Maybe in a long time you'll see that.
Maybe.
Because isn't that the way it's like supposed to be ideally?
To be fair, Leah, my first time was not exactly a moment of love as it was, well, what, 5 years of pent up.
Lust.
Yeah, fine lust.
Oh, lust has its place. Pretty damn fun place.
It was an interesting experience. One I guess
Hmm?
I'll never forget.
But you said that without cringing. This is good.
Exactly
If
how is that
eventually
good?
you said it without cringing,
Hmm.
the one you'll never forget, it's kind of like you just found a positive about that person.
There were good things about Vale. Just he annoyed the shit out of me towards the end.
He annoyed the shit out of me a lot more than that. And I just never said anything because he was your choice. The only thing I ever bugged you about was the timing of it. 4 days. I bet you thought you'd never hear that again, didn't you?
No, I know I'm probably going to hear it many times before I'm old and gray and dead.
That's the only part that I ever said anything about to you. Never about him, as you know.
Well,
And I realize, obviously, that this thing I'm in at the moment, yeah, started damn fast, and I know that. But I'm also not engaged.
I really wasn't. Never mind.
No, it's okay. I just thought we were having an honest conversation. I'm not judging anything right now.
It's still not a conversation I really want to have right now because I'm still angry.
Okay. If it's about, it's about me. Yeah, okay.
No.
That's pretty fresh as compared to the other. And if it's about him, it's still your personal life, your choice, your feelings.
She'll shrug.
We'll just call it a learning experience and chalk it up to that and move on.
Yeah, sure.
A lot of Furies don't even get married, right?
Yeah, I know. My dad's one of them. Well, at least he didn't get married to Mom, but then again, he didn't know I existed.
My dad married Mom.
Yeah. And I liked your dad.
My dad asks about you every time I call him. You should call him sometime.
I should really call Grandma.
Oh, I talked to her. Actually, it's more like I email her.
Yeah, I've been kind of a shitty granddaughter. I haven't talked to them since before Mom died.
But you went back to visit. Did you not go see Grandma and Grandpa? I haven't even been back. I just talked to them.
She gets kind of quiet.
It's gonna
complicated.
wait. Complicated. You mean the woman who raised you like her own child? You couldn't have stopped in to say hi?
I did. I went really numb when I got there. When I was actually staying at our old house.
I told you you should let me go with you.
I didn't have a whole lot to say. It was a lot of one-word answers.
So you did see her, you just didn't really talk?
Pretty much.
At least she knows you're alive.
She's known that for a while now.
Yeah, she probably knew before I did because nobody would tell me.
How long are you going to be bitter about that?
Probably till the day I die. Because that isn't actually your fault that nobody would just say, hey, she's alive. I don't see why that would have hurt me to know that.
I stopped questioning stuff like that a long time ago. That's just our society, and
Yeah, it is, and I disagree with it.
a lot
on
of
that
people
point.
disagree with it, your sister included. It's just until it actually changes, it's not something I can actively worry about right now. Got a lot of other stuff to deal with.
Like that fish smell?
Hey, girls gotta do what girls gotta do.
I don't care if you mess with fish all day. God damn it, you have no idea how lucky you are. Well, not so much that you're lucky, but like, I miss sushi.
Well, I wasn't eating sushi. I was paying homage to the Falcon spirits. I've doubled the amount of centuries we have in and around the sept.
Yeah. I wonder how much longer till we can have sushi again.
Why can't you? Oh, right.
Yeah, you can't either. We made that deal with cuttlefish or something. And sent out a mass text to all of the kin.
Was it specifically sushi or was it just all fish?
All fish. It's just sushi that Leah wants.
Kelly just kind of scrunches her nose.
You know, if you want, you can get a shower. It's just down the hall.
I'm fine.
Oh, they don't know that the furniture smells like fish. Time for me to find the Febreze.
Marking my territory, what can I say?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You want to mark territory in Travis's apartment? I'm impressed. Well, Travis is in my apartment, but you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Is that so? Is it really a claim on me then? Are you trying to claim me?
She's just gonna hug her sister close. You've always been mine in some form.
I know. You're mine. I'm not really worried about that.
So if I have to give you a fishy aroma for people to know that, hey, Kelly's still here, that's what I gotta do.
Ew. Seriously, pick a new scent.
I'm out of lilac and lilies, so
I'll buy you some. Oh my god. The place smells like fish.
fine. Just promise me one thing. You and Travis haven't done it in the shower, have you?
Not that one. She grins.
She's just gonna stand up and let Leah fall. Just like, ah.
She's giggling. She doesn't even care. Not that one. God, it's the other bathroom.
You know, I know what you're trying to do, and I don't like it.
What? I'm giving you the bathroom that it hasn't happened in. You should be happy.
Just a grumble. Go get some of your clothes, please. Ones that I can wear.
Okay, well, we're pretty close to the same size, really.
I know. I'm just saying ones that haven't been washed with his.
Oh my god, you were ridiculous. I will go find you some sweats or something, okay? And a plastic bag for you to put your clothes in.
They're not that. Okay, they're that bad.
And she'll just be like, yeah, go down, it's to the left.
She'll go down and to the left, and she'll take a really deep inhale before she actually goes in. just to make sure that his scent isn't all over the place.
Well, it probably is. He owns the place, but it's a guest bathroom. So, I mean, he lives here. It's probably everywhere.
Mm. There's a part of her that's really considering about shifting into lupus before she showers and actually getting rid of his scent, but
I'm not paying any attention whatsoever to that point. I'm going to be actually go and pull the cobbler out because it's probably been in her long enough at this point. And yeah, go collect up some clothes that she can take with her, that she can change into whatever in a plastic bag. And she'll put them both outside the door and then just knock.
Kelly will shower and then grab the items, take her fishy clothes and put them in her bag, and come out wearing a pair of sweatpants, which she seems to be very perturbed the fact that they say juicy across the ass.
Really? So you really think she would own those? That's probably why she gave them to you.
Callie just comes out and you can see the frown on her face. You did that on purpose, didn't you?
Yeah, I totally bought these to save them. Just so you have to wear them home.
You would wait for something like this and plan that far ahead.
Girls gotta do what a girl's gotta do. Want some cobbler?
I could be down for some cobbler.
Okay. And it's hot still, which is nice. She'll go in the kitchen. Want ice cream too? I have some. We can throw some vanilla ice cream on top.
Fuck yeah.
All right then. And she will prepare two bowls because it's easiest to do it that way. Of that apple cobbler a la mode. The ice cream is not homemade. It was in a carton. And yeah, I'm not sure about the time, but if you do need to go, we can kind of cut with them eating.
Yeah, I was about to say. Callie's gonna end with this whole. So, who's this Maggie chick I keep hearing about?
What about